Hi everyone, a very good afternoon and welcome to today's market updates. My name is Edmund. Today is Thursday, 14th of January 2021. Early this morning, I would say about 2 hours ago at 10:10 a.m. local Malaysia time, China released trade balance numbers which came in at 517 billion US dollars. This was above market forecast of about 468 billion dollars. So this is largely due to the fact that China's export was much better compared to the imports in terms of um, export and import activities for the month of December. So moving on to other events on the economic calendar today. We will be having the ECB, European Central Bank, monetary policy meeting accounts at 8:30 p.m. And of course, we will have the usual unemployment claims data at 9:30 p.m. coming up from the US tonight. The conference board leading index data, which is technically a minor data, will be announced at 10:30 p.m. And of course, we will have the natural gas storage numbers at 11:30 p.m. Other events over the last 24 hours coming out from the US, the House of Representatives has decided to impeach President Donald Trump for inciting the attack on Capitol Hill last week. So this will be the second time the American president will be impeached, and this is also the first time in history that an American president has been impeached twice. Okay, so looking at the US dollar index, again, we always use the US dollar index as a benchmark to gauge the strength or weakness of the US dollar. And of course, by understanding the strength or weakness of the US dollar, it will help us to understand the major moves coming from the major currency pairs such as the UK pound and also the euro dollar. Okay, so basically the US dollar yesterday strengthened and held gains after finding support at 89.90 levels and then rising to 90.41 levels. Okay, so here we go. Support levels at 89.90 and rising all the way to a high of 90.40. Okay. Um, of course, this comes after the US dollar index has been bullish, I think, for about 3 to 4 days. And then after that, on a Tuesday, it started to break down from the bullish trend line. And again, after finding some support, it manages to rebound up again. Okay, we are going to have a look at the MT4 chart shortly to understand in more detail. But first of all, let us run through the rest of the economic news and data coming up from the UK and also the US. So for the UK pound yesterday, it pulled back after having a 3-day bullish move, and of course, it also found resistance at the 1.37000 levels in the 4-hour charts. Okay, again, we are going to be having a look at the MT4 chart shortly to understand the technical aspects of the UK pound movement. So gold prices again traded in a very tight range due to a lack of news and events coming up from the US yesterday. So you can see that it found resistance at 1,862 levels, and then after towards the evening, or actually towards this morning, Thursday morning, it touched a low of about 1,841 US dollars. Crude oil prices pushed back down after touching a high of $53.90, and this is on the back of I would say at least a 1 week bullish run, and it was also due for a correction or a retracement. Okay. Dow Jones Industrial Average was pretty much sideways or muted in a very quiet consolidative fashion, so nothing major coming out from there. So for yesterday, markets was technically, according to my views, a bit on the quiet side. Okay, quiet side. So let us move on to the MT4 technical charts to have a look and see what is happening on the technical side. Okay, again, this is the MT4 chart, and we are looking. This is the 4-hour chart, and again, We are switching back to the 1-hour charts, where we do see support levels at 89.90, and the prices starts to move up from about 3 p.m. local Malaysia time yesterday, from 89.89 levels all the way to high of 90.42 levels. Okay, so with the major move for the US dollar yesterday being bullish, we do see the UK pound having a major move, which is bearish. Okay, so the UK pound again found resistance at 1.3689 levels, or at the top towards 1.3700 levels, and then after started to pull back another 78 pips. Okay, so that was the major move of the day. And when we're looking at the euro dollar also found resistance over here. Okay, found resistance at 1.2216 levels, and then after started to move down from a high of 1.2222 all the way down to 1.2138 levels. So this was a 83 pip move down for the euro dollar. Okay, as we are speaking, the euro dollar is trying to find support at 1.2137 levels, and if this does hold, it could actually rebound back up to 1.2220 levels. Okay, so moving on to gold prices. Again, gold prices yesterday touched resistance levels of 1,862, came down to about 1,848, and then after it came back up again to test 1,861 levels before finally pushing down to a low of 1,841 in the early mornings of Thursday. Okay, 23 plus 6, 29. This is at 5 a.m. local Malaysia time this morning. Okay, 1,841. So it did manage to rebound up to a high of 1852 before it pushed down just about a couple of hours ago at about 10 a.m. this morning, pushing down from 1848 all the way down to test the support levels again of 1828. So this morning itself, gold prices dropped about 20 US dollars and currently is going quiet for a while. Okay, so yeah, those were the major moves for yesterday. Again, in my view, yesterday's market movements was a bit soft and a bit quiet. Okay, with the UK pound moving again within a very small range of about 86 pips, and also the euro dollar moving within about 80 pips, and of course gold prices. Most of the day it was trading within about 13 US dollars movement, 1 3, before pushing down to about $20 movement towards early Thursday morning. Okay. So other events and news, crude oil prices, as mentioned just now, pushed down from a high of $53.90 over here, all the way to a low of $52.50, and this was on the back of crude oil prices rising for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Okay, for 1 week already. Okay, so Canadian dollar. Uh, Pushing, going sideways. Okay, so again, the Dow Jones being very quiet, and of course, Bitcoin over the last 2 days, especially on a Monday, okay, pushed back down to a low of about 30,200 US dollars before rising this morning to touch a high of 38,000 US dollars, and currently it is trading at about 37,000 US dollars. Okay, so again, nothing much exciting. Or it was moving, but not to a large extent. So we're gonna have a look and see what's gonna come up later on today in the afternoon session during the UK market trading hours, and of course, leading up all the way to the US trading sessions. Okay, so have a good day ahead, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another market update. Thank you, take care, and good trading.